The Vatican, where the newly appointed Pope Leo XIV is leading the first Mass of his papacy. The Mass started about an hour ago and is in the Sistine Chapel. He is joined by the cardinals who elected him yesterday to his historic election as the 267th Pope. And of course, for the first time in history, the leader of the Catholic Church is American-born, and he is one of our own.
A Chicago guy, you kind of get chills just watching that. Pope Leo XIV, born Robert Francis Prevost, grew up outside Chicago in South suburban Dalton. Our Darius Johnson is live this morning at Holy Name Cathedral with a look at his Chicago roots. Good morning to you, Darius.
Hey there, ladies. Good morning to you. The one thing I can say, the world now knows him as Pope Leo XIV, but to those on his street in Dalton where he grew up, he is still known as Robbie. From playing Red Rover to serving as an altar boy at a small South suburban church, his path to the papacy began right here. Born Robert Francis Prevost, now known to the world as Pope Leo XIV, his journey began in Dalton, Illinois, the son of American parents with Peruvian roots. On his childhood street in Dalton, he's still known as Robbie, and he's remembered for playing priest. He served as an altar boy at the now shuttered St. Mary of the Assumption in Riverdale, and after studying at Villanova, he earned a Master of Divinity back here at home in Hyde Park. That's when his missionary work led him to Peru, where he served for nearly 2 decades. Known for his humility and commitment to social justice, Prevost quickly climbed the church's ranks. In 2023, he became a cardinal, and this week he made history as the first American-born Pope. We had a chance to speak to those who have known him along this journey to the Vatican.
I knew he had the qualities, that's why people sometimes talked about him, but most people thought he can't get over being an American. They thought that would be like an obstacle.
We are just overjoyed that someone who's beloved and known to us is now the beloved leader of the whole entire church.
Now, amid the shock, there is so much celebration this morning. Take a look outside Holy Name Cathedral just before the sun rises. You can see that gold and white bunting starting to blow in the wind. That is a bunting of celebration, and it was placed there just moments after we learned Pope Leo XIV was now the new Pope. Now, that celebration will continue this morning with a 8 a.m. Mass of Thanksgiving that will take place here at Holy Name Cathedral, and I'm sure every pew will be filled with parishioners who are eager to celebrate the new pontiff. We're live here at Holy Name Cathedral this morning. I'm Darius Johnson, CBS News Chicago. Ladies, back to you.
Darius, thank you so much.